What's up, everybody? You are watching the J-Red Show on YouTube. The Buffalo Sabres are advancing to the second round for the first time since 2007. The Sabres beat the Bruins 4-1 to win the series 4-2. Alex Tuch and Matthias Samuelsson got the first two goals in the first period. Early in the second period, David Pastrnak scored to make it 2-1. But the play of the game, the goal of the game, after a face-off, Lindholm tries to get the puck to pass the puck back to Pastrnak. It pretty much misses him, goes all the way down the ice. Doan skates way past two Bruins defensemen, gets to the puck first, passes it to Benson, who puts it in and makes it 3-1. Before that goal, my heart was in my chest. But afterwards, I took a breath of fresh air. And that pretty much took the air out of Boston. You could tell they weren't giving a full effort. And the Buffalo Sabres, for the first time in nearly 2 decades, will go to the second round to take on the Montreal Canadiens. Now, Montreal beat Tampa Bay in 7 games. In their last game, they only had 9 shots on goal, but still won 2-1. I think this is going to be a pretty even series. I'm going to predict Buffalo to win in 7. Their next opponent, the Habs have the skill to match the Sabres. I think the defense is considerably better than the Lightning's, and the Lightning did pretty well holding the Habs' offense in check. But that skill they have, the Sabres that to sustain success, they have to play in the Habs zone and not allow the Habs to skate past the Sabres. And the Canadiens have a real dangerous front line. I mean, I think the Sabres, when it comes to overall team depth, I think the Sabres are better. But I think the Habs have the best front line in the league, or one of the best. Cole Caulfield, Nick Suzuki, and Jerry Slafkovsky. That is a real dangerous front line, and the Sabres just have to be prepared. And the number one thing the Sabres need to improve on is the power play. I mean, they managed the only one power play goal scored against the Boston Bruins. They were able to get away with that against Boston. Montreal, yeah. It's good. As I said, I think it's going to be a close series. It could go either way. But if they beat Montreal, their next opponent is likely the Carolina Hurricanes. The Hurricanes are just way better than the Flyers. I mean, maybe anything can happen. Maybe Philadelphia comes back. But it does look like it's going to be Philadelphia versus it's going to be Carolina in the next round. Add my point, the Sabres have got to get the power play going. It is the only thing holding this team back from being a serious cup contender. And I don't know if Seth Appert and Marty Wilford have the answers. Goaltending, I think they should keep going. The Sabres should keep going with Alex Lyon. I mean, it's a tough choice because Ukko-Pekka had a bad game too, and I don't blame him for wanting to go back in there. But for now, you got to go with the hot hand. Keep keeping Alex Lyon in there. And Montreal also has a very good goalie in Jacob Dobis. 9-16 save percentage, 30.35 goals saved above expected across 26 games. And you can look at the money line. It's going to be a real close series. Buffalo is the current favorites of -125 for the first home game at KeyBank Center. So what are your thoughts? Hit me on West what are your thoughts? Hit me on Twitter at JRed Show. Out west, Vegas Golden Knights defeat the Anaheim Ducks 3-1. I do expect Jack Eichel and the Knights go deep in the playoffs. And Colorado had a thrilling 9-6 win over the Minnesota Wild. On paper, the Avalanche just head and shoulders the best team in the NHL. But they've had a historically good season. They were like 25-2 in the first half of the season or something like that. So it's easy to bet Colorado win the Stanley Cup. But Minnesota did expose how weak their defense and the goaltending is. So the question is, how much gas did they left in the tank? So what are your thoughts here, Ventura Jared Show? Some sad news with the New York Yankees. John Sterling has passed away at the age of 87. I understand why a lot of fans did not like Sterling, but I was a big fan of Sterling. Just his calls is like every time a specific Yankee hit a home run, like Suzuki, a thriller from Godzilla. Aaron Judge, all rise, here comes the judge. Just so many great home run calls, and every time the Yankees win, he'll be like, ball game over, Yankees win, the Yankees win. So, he lived a good life, 87 years, but sadly, all life must end. John Sterling, rest in peace. Thank you all for your great calls. And a little moment of silence for you. As for today's Yankees, they are currently 24-11. And my hot take is, I think this is the best Yankees team in the Aaron Boone era, and their best chance to dethrone the Los Angeles Dodgers. Although you could say the American League is weak. The only team that really poses a threat is the Rays at 22-12. Last year's defending AL champions is Toronto Blue Jays 16-19. Tigers and Guardians lead at 18-18. So Yankees fans should be excited, but this is not a good league. National League's a lot more powerful. We got Washington at 25-11, Cubs at 23-12, Cardinals at 21-14, Reds 20-15, Dodgers at 22-13, Pirates at 20-14. To show how bad the AL is, the Athletics lead the AL West at 18-16. I mean, it's still early, but I think it's safe to say the Yankees are the best team in the American League. What are your thoughts here, Ventura? J-Red Show. On to the NBA playoffs. LeBron James and the Lakers take on the... LeBron is like one of the last of the old guard that's still in the playoffs. I mean, Steph Curry is out. Kevin Durant is out. And the players in the playoffs are the new guard, like Victor Wembanyama, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. It's pretty much a new young guard in the NBA playoffs, except for LeBron James. I mean, LeBron James has regressed this year. Father Time is undefeated, but LeBron is still a great player, even at 41 years old. Finally, some soccer. Arsenal leads the Premier League with 76 points over Manchester City 7-1. Manchester City overcame a 3-0 deficit to tie Everton 3-3, but they only got 1 point. But it doesn't really make an impact because they only got 1 point, and they still got They really needed that win to keep the heat on Arsenal. Now Arsenal controls their own destiny. Meanwhile, Arsenal's rival Tottenham is struggling to avoid relegation. Tottenham got a gigantic 2-1 victory over Aston Villa, which puts them out of the drop zone. We'll see what happens, but I think that could be a death nail for Aston Villa. I think Tottenham is going to escape the embarrassment of seeing a Big Six club being relegated. But man, it's still pathetic what happened to Tottenham. They're a Big Six English club. They should be better than this. But maybe I'm wrong. What are your thoughts? Hit me on Twitter at JRedShow, and I will see you later.